morelikeradio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty.
We have very, very special guests with us today. That's right. They're here, they're ready, and I can see that they're ready because they got some really cool, awesome HD camera, which is awesome. They're doing this for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Horse is here, so come on into the chat room. Yay, welcome, guys. How are we today?
Great.
Sully, what's up?
Sully.
How are we? Look at it. They're all set and ready to go. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Because when our co-host JT, he actually found you guys on YouTube. I don't know how he found you guys on YouTube, but I guess he's an up-and-coming independent artist as well. And even he said, I found this great band. You got to take a listen. Just don't look at the name of the video. Just listen to it. And you guys did a fantastic version of Enter Sandman. I got to tell you, I'm a Metallica fan. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, that cover right there really just sort of took off. Yeah, we're not hard to find on YouTube. If you dig around just a little bit, you'll find a little something we've done out there.
I'm amazed at it. Now I'm just going to introduce you guys. We have Vance Henry, who is guitar and lead vocal, correct? That's
correct.
For those watching on YouTube, because this will be up later as well as Ustream. Vance is right there in the center there with the red shirt. We also have Ricky Rogers, who's on the bass. If you don't know the bass, it's the biggest instrument there.
It's the big fiddle. Rough under the chin, too.
We have Anthony Richardson, who's on the banjo. And we also have Tony Robertson, who's on the mandolin. Now, how did you guys decide that you wanted to get into bluegrass?
Well, we started bluegrass very young. We started as teenagers.
Right.
Probably most of us 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
And the whole idea of acoustic music just sort of was ingrained in us along the way.
Mm-hmm.
We have kinfolks, all of us do, who played, and we've all played in church and those kind of things. So the acoustic side of music was appealing to us, and we just sort of migrated to the bluegrass part of it. We grew up listening to country and rock music, of course.
Right.
And, but we migrated to the bluegrass music because it's just, well, you don't have to carry as much PA stuff around.
so it's more of a lazy thing.
Yeah. So maybe it's a lazy bone in us. We decided to trench out the bluegrass.
Now, I mean, okay, I know the difference between bluegrass and country, but what is it about bluegrass that just it made you just stick with it?
Man, that's a tough question. I mean, it's fun. The subject matter for bluegrass songs are generally dark, but the way the instruments are put together, it kind of has an upbeat sound to dark subjects, and I guess that may be a contradiction, but we're kind of a contradiction in ourselves, so it fits us well. It's something that.
Well, I guess there was. I guess for all of us, Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, Bill Monroe, those guys, started this, and there was just something in their approach and their technique that just set with us, attracted our ear, and this is where we're at.
Wow.
Now, how did you guys come up with the Metallica idea?
Well, that was actually by happenstance. We had some music out on CD Baby, and I guess the people who search for talent out at CMH Records in Los Angeles was looking for a band to cover some stuff like Metallica, and they came up on our music on CD Baby. Actually, I guess the song we had at the time was the Marshall Tucker song we had put out there, and Fire on the Mountain. And they come up on that, and they contacted us and said, hey, we've got some cover stuff out here we'd like for somebody to try and do. And we said, well, who have you got in mind? And they said Metallica, and we was like, Metallica? Wow. So the conversation went on, and they said, I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to send you two two of the songs down that we'd like for you to try and do, and we're going to send you in the studio. Just let you take a pass at this and see what happens. And if we like it, we'll let you do the whole project for us. If not, then we'll just part our ways and be bygone. So we went in and did the first two, set them out there, and it wasn't very long at all that, they come back and said, yeah, we got to do this whole thing. And from there, it just kind of took off, and we're like, 15 CDs later now, we just, it's just been phenomenal. It's been a wild ride.
And you have an entire album that's set for Metallica of all cover songs. I did Google some stuff. I love your rendition of One. Yeah. And I mean that's a powerful song in and of itself.
It really is. And
I across my research travels, I did see an interview with Kirk Hammett, who's their lead guitarist, and he loves your version. Did you know that?
Yes.
I mean, well, we know it like you knew it. Somebody sent us a link to that, and we haven't actually spoke to them about it, but we've heard through several sources that they really liked it.
See, I wish you guys could work with them now.
Yeah,
I really do.
We'll have our lawyers talk to their lawyers. Lawsuits coming down tonight.
Be like, listen, we really want to work with you guys.
They were in Nashville, I don't know, a couple of years ago for the Bonnaroo Festival, which is not too far from Nashville, and they played a place in Nashville called The Basement. Ooh. And I had hoped that we as a band could get up there and maybe get a VIP pass to meet those guys, but people were, the doors were overflowing, so there wasn't any way to get in. But being that close to us, we really missed a good opportunity. Maybe more will come along.
I hope so, because
yeah, it'd be awesome.
Enter Sandman alone was fantastic. One was great. What was another one you guys did?
Hero of the Day.
Oh, see, now I haven't heard Hero of the Day, and that's one of my favorite ones from the newer albums that they have. But
Sully, actually, we did two. There's a volume 1 that has the black cover, and then there's volume 2. It's a white cover. So there's two of those Metallica covers that we did, Bluegrass style.
I'm gonna have to get
the Bell Tolls turned out particularly good on the second one too.
Now you obviously don't just do Metallica. You've done other stuff. You have your own music as well, like your originals, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And you've also branched out into classic rock covers as well.
That is correct.
Most recent one was Rocket Man by Elton John, which I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing it all week because it's rare hearing that type of different music to bluegrass. I told I was telling Tony last week when we were first getting into contact to do the show that I'm not a big bluegrass fan. When I hear bluegrass, I'm like, okay, it's good. I know there's a lot of talent, but then I heard your stuff. I was blown away.
Yeah,
blown away.
That's what we want.
Sully, our mission statement as a band is to conquer the world for bluegrass.
There you go.
Through rock.
Well, sounds like you're doing it already.
Yeah, I mean, you really are. Now, how long have you guys been together?
Ooh. We started in 2000.
Okay.
And we really started down this trail in about 2000, into 2001, I guess.
Right.
Something like that.
Wow.
So we've been at it a pretty good while.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have known each other for quite some time as well.
Oh, yeah.
Most of us since childhood, since we were teenagers at least.
See, doing something that you love with your best friends. Can't go wrong with that. That's what we do.
Yeah, nothing better than hanging out with your buds all the time.
And having fun.
Yeah.
Well, Sully, you were talking about the two styles, the contrast between the two, the bluegrass contrasted with the rock.
Yeah.
And one thing that we had a discussion with some folks yesterday about that's interesting to me is what we've learned is, or discovered, I guess, is the genius behind the rock music, and then see that in the way those guys wrote the songs, the chord progressions, etc., and then see the flexibility of the bluegrass music to be able to make that genre shift, is pretty neat. That's one thing we've discovered, and it surprised us that that this can work, and it's been a great experience.
Now, okay, let's see if we can do this. I want to see if you guys are up for this.
Okay.
Could you just play the difference between Elton John's Rocket Man and your version? Just so everybody can see how much faster your version is, if that's possible.
Can't do
We'll show you our version.
Okay, that would be great.
It's quite a bit faster, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is. Well, matter of fact, we start the song off pretty much, in the speed that he's doing the song,
Right.
and then we escalate it to the right speed for the song.
It's called liftoff.
He might have got it. I think he drug it just a little.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. No, we're just teasing, but yeah, it is quite a bit faster because bluegrass is a pretty much a 4/4 time. Faster's better type music. Really good bluegrass. Is played with some aggression, I guess, at all speeds, and it's sort of a click kind of thing,
Right.
and you have to sort of get into that zone to play bluegrass music that way. Whereas country and rock music, can just sort of float along at whatever speed it's going to go at. Bluegrass music, sooner or later, you got to pick it up to prove yourself
Right.
worthy of playing the bluegrass genre of music, and you got to be able to pull it off and do it well. If you can't, they sort of shrug your shoulders at them, they play a lot of slow stuff, but you got to be able to pick it up and go like Bill Monroe and Earl Scruggs and those guys did back in the day, Ralph Stanley.
Right. I'm ready. Are you guys? Do you guys want to hear Rocket Man?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Can you play Rocket Man for us?
We'll
Sure,
give it,
we'll give it a
we'll give it a
shot.
swing here.
Excellent.
She packed my bags last night pre-flight. 0 hours, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning at his fuse up here alone. Ours ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as ice, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man, Rocket Man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man.
Rocket man, burning at his fuse up heaven home. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Absolutely awesome.
That
was awesome. I loved it.
And I love that song too. So it made it all the better, kind of knowing it and knowing the certain little areas to kind of watch out for and how you guys did that. And you played and kind of made it your own. But in the same sense, if you know the song, you know, you kind of, it's familiarize yourself with it. So it makes it easier.
Good.
But
That's a good sing-along there.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
sing-along
That's.
song.
Do you get a lot of people that sing along when you play shows and stuff?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, mostly folks our age.
I won't lie,
When
I
that
was singing
song came
along.
out, we were probably in our teens, and so we hope we gave it a new life to the people that are our age or a little older.
I can tell you right now, you're getting a lot of good props in our chat room. They're all like, "We love this," and honestly, I love it too. I mean, you guys are fantastic. And now, I have noticed that with Bluegrass, there's also a lot of harmony in a lot of the songs that you guys have.
Yeah, it is a major part of good bluegrass. Now, you know, you sort of have to qualify that. You know, a lot of people think bluegrass is those guys who show up at the mall sometimes and they jam out there and they're just kind of hacking around at it. But really good bluegrass is really good harmony. You know, the Appalachian type music that this music that we're playing today spawned from was spawned from generations of harmony singers, because instruments were sort of hard to come by, you know, back in the 1820s, 1830s, 40s, 50s, when immigrants were coming from Ireland and Scotland and those places and crossing the Appalachians. You know, there wasn't a lot of that around, so the best way to entertain, you know, was through harmonies, and it has become a mainstay of bluegrass music.
Wow. Our co-host JT, who's under the weather, he couldn't be on the show with us. He wanted to know if you guys were going to be coming out with a new cover album and what artist you were going to be covering.
Well, that's an excellent question. There's one out there looming. We're not sure what it is yet. Yes, I would say here probably the next year or so, there's going to be something coming up. Because we've got one we've got to do, but it's been pretty busy, and we hadn't had opportunity to get in the studio and work that stuff up. And really, to be honest with you, we've had such success with some of the stuff we've done. You know, you really want to make it count.
Yeah.
Whoever you do, you want it to be a good one. You know, you just don't want to do one just to do anybody. You want it to be a good cover of somebody who's everybody's going to really like and enjoy. So
We're open to suggestions, by the way.
yes, we are.
All right,
I was going to ask that.
Let's make a list here.
I mean, do you guys listen to majority of because I mean, I grew up on, like, you know, my dad's stuff, the 60s, 70s, 80s, like the classic rock, and then kind of I grew up in the 90s around, you know, the time of rock when it was kind of it was coming in alternative and all kinds of different music was kind of coming out. Who are some of the people that you kind of grew up on that's outside of the bluegrass and style that you enjoy, and somebody you might want to, you know, look at and say maybe in the future we want to try to do that and kind of come from another perspective that people might not, you know, be able to see normally?
Well, we've covered some of those guys. We listened to Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin.
I'm sold.
Yeah, we did those.
Guns
We already
N'
done
Roses.
those. Yeah.
I have a request.
Okay.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Ooh, by
That's
Guns
a
N'
good
Roses.
one. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've done it.
Oh, we have.
Yeah, we did that cover.
Yep.
Yeah, it's out there.
So are you wanting us to play it right now or record it?
Record it.
Play it.
We're playing.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Well,
I
I
was going to
guess
say we had half of that covered already. So. Guys, y'all up for it?
Yeah, hey, while they're getting ready, going back to what you were talking about earlier, as you know, people, sing along type things. Most of the gigs that we play now, it really surprises us every time we go and play these gigs, is that everybody sings along. We played several gigs out in Colorado this past year and the year before, and they know all the words, and they know them the way that we've done them, and we've just really been stunned by that. We have people come up all the time and say, hey, I never knew that's what the words said, till I listened to you guys' version of it, and it's a better song now that I understand the words to it than it was before.
especially for Guns N' Roses, because if you can understand Axl Rose,
Yeah, I mean you look at bands like that, and Nirvana, some of the other bands that come up, you're not really sure what they're saying, but you're kind of like, okay, I'm into it because of the music. But that's pretty awesome.
fake it till you make it.
Yeah, fake it. Till yeah, there's some songs I just kind of mumble for a minute, and that's it. That's how it sounds about right.
We did a cover of Led Zeppelin. We might do a little bit of it here for you in a minute. It was a song that we thought should have been a theme for the Vikings show that's on,
Yep.
And we'd never really heard the words to it until we broke it down to do it like this. But maybe we'll do a little bit of that for you here in a minute, just to put some context to that.
Sure, absolutely.
A little bit of Sweet Child.
So we're gonna do Sweet Child.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did this one, so we might.
The verse. Chorus. And you guys pick it, and then we'll do the chorus.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see if I remember this.
She got eyes of the bluest skies as if they thought of rain. Hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I would hide. The break of the thunder and the rain to pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. 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 Oh, sweet child of mine.
That's a
Loved it.
that's
Loved
abbreviated version anyway.
But even still, that's
Yeah.
damn.
Wow, I loved it, and I love that song. That was amazing.
Oh, that is a killer song. That is a
That's
great song.
Yeah, it really
Great
is.
song.
Tony was talking about how many people sing along with their songs, and it's probably been 8 or 9 years ago. We were playing a little thing locally, and it was mostly old people. There was an old guy out there who'd been in the Navy in World War II, had his ship on the cap that he was wearing, and we were doing Ozzy Osbourne's "Mama, I'm Coming Home," and this old guy, 75 or 80 years old, is standing out there singing along with us. And so we asked him when we were finished, did you ever think you'd be singing an Ozzy Osbourne song? And he said, didn't know I was. So we're not only introducing a lot of people to bluegrass, we're introducing a lot of people to Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica and Led Zeppelin
Classic
and folks
rock.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get
Spreading
that
it
one?
around.
Do you guys ever get that one jerk that yells out, "Play Freebird"? There's always one at every, no matter what event. It could be a rap concert. They say "Freebird." Do you guys get that?
His name is Adam
Yeah.
Now everybody in the chat room is asking if you could do "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Yeah, we can do that.
Hey.
It's really a good song. I don't think Ozzy realized he was writing a bluegrass song when he wrote that. But
Yeah, I don't think so
the
either.
words are really insightful to a guy who's been out on the road. So as crazy as Ozzy is sometimes, I mean, he really had a good train of thought going there. You could tell where he was at that point in time.
Sure.
He did a good job writing the song.
Sure did.
Yeah, we'll do a little of that.
We're getting. I'm drooling over here. They are amazing. They should try gin and juice.
Oh yeah.
We hear that a lot. Yeah.
Sticks. JT wanted to know if you will ever cover Sticks. Def Leppard.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, we're giving you
I'll
guys
tell
a
you
list.
a couple.
Pink Floyd. Why not add it?
I'll tell you a couple lately we have had some inquiries about was Rush and Pearl Jam.
I could see Pearl Jam at
Yeah,
a
I
Rush.
could see
Those
both
two,
of
we
those.
got a couple of people spoken to us and asked us if we might be, what we thought about that. We've never, I guess, really researched it to the point we could make a decision, but those are a couple that somebody brought up.
But we'd never listened to Ozzy and Metallica that much. I mean, we were familiar with them, so.
Hey, another one we did that we really had never, I never really knew of that we did was huge, like out in the Colorado area was Modest Mouse.
Wow.
We did those guys, and man, that was a popular thing for us there for a while. I mean, those college kids love that Modest Mouse music, and it is good music.
Yeah. A lot of weddings on Modest
We
Mouse
sure
and
did.
stuff. Yeah.
We sure did.
You ever do Sublime?
Sublime?
I know a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people cover Sublime in different ways, so I always kind of wondered that.
Whatever you do, don't do Nickelback.
Actually, Sully does have a request.
Not by us.
Actually, Sully has a birthday coming up next year, so I want to give him something special. So can you guys do a cover of Justin Bieber, because that is his all-time favorite.
No.
We
It's his
won't on
all-time
principle.
favorite artist.
Even they know not to touch Justin Bieber, all right?
Dude, no, he's too pretty for us.
Just do drugs, get in trouble, man.
There you go.
Kind of sounds like Ozzy now that I think about it, with the getting drugs in trouble.
So, we're going to do this, or what we going to do, Mom?
Mom, I'm coming home. We'd have run off the track, hadn't we?
Sorry about
Yeah, well, that.
Welcome to the Sully Show.
Yeah, welcome to our show.
Yeah. Okay.
We have squirrel moments for a reason.
Okay, here we go.
Hurry up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Times have changed, times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. You could be right, I could be wrong. Hurt so bad, it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. Selfish love, yeah, we're both alone. The ride before the fall. I'm gonna take this heart of stone. I've just got to have it all. I've seen your face 100 times. Every day we've been apart. I don't care about the sunshine, yeah, 'cause mama, I'm coming home. just got to have it all. I've seen your face 1,000 times. Every day we've been apart. I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming
Amazing.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Adam and I were sitting here the entire time you were playing, and the two of us were completely in shock because that was by far one of the best covers of that song I've ever heard.
I think that's
And
my
just to
favorite
let you know,
one.
there are people in the chat room going on Amazon right now to download your album.
Yeah.
You know, guys,
More CDs out. Yeah.
some things, some of the things we talk about sometimes when people are discussing this with us, when we started doing this, and this is something Vance brought a while ago, we've never tried to take a tongue-in-cheek approach to this. This was never a comedic type thing that we set out to do. We respect the artist for what they did with the song and their creation, and we tried to keep the integrity of that song and what they were going for there. So it's never been about tongue-in-cheek or comedy to us. We're serious about making a true representation of what the artist was trying to do with the song.
Just with a little different take on it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the listeners are saying you can't hear us now, but we're clapping really loud.
That's great.
One says, "Thanks for the pick me up." He's had some pretty rough couple of weeks, but because of hearing the music that you guys have played so far, you've cheered him up, which is awesome.
That's great. That's what music's all about.
Absolutely. JT wants to hear something original, but I know we're running out of time for not only you guys, but with the show as well, because you guys have been more than awesome.
Taking requests on the spot, too.
Oh, well,
that was not planned.
Yeah, that was not planned at all, but
It's
thank
been
you.
our pleasure.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
it's been
much.
our pleasure.
Now, where can
Thanks to Brian for hooking all this up for us, getting us.
Yeah,
in
you're
touch with you.
and believe me, I'm telling you right now, anytime you guys want to be on this show, more than welcome. You just send me the message and we'll arrange it, and boom, you're on.
Awesome.
That's good.
VIP, you guys have VIP.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, that's great.
First VIP status guest. Excellent. Now, where can people get your albums?
Amazon. Let's see. Just
The best place is ironhorsebluegrass.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go right in the store
A
there.
plug intended.
And there's more than just product on there. There's samples and tour schedules and bios and all that.
Yeah, and a guest book. So if you come on there, just leave us a note. We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah,
leave us a
if
note.
you're going to Alaska, we'll be up there sometime in June. So
Wow.
we'll just meet you up there.
Check
Alaska,
out the soap.
all
We
right.
like the Northeast too, though. We played in Vermont a couple of years ago and are looking for a good opportunity to get back up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
Maybe
we'll have
we
to
can
work
do that.
something out for Connecticut.
Yeah.
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 There's a lot of snow right now. I don't think you guys want to be
No,
with
we
us
weren't
now.
talking
We'll
right
wait
now.
a few months. Yeah.
They're going
What are
to
you
they're going to
talking about? You're
Alaska.
going to
What are you talking
Alaska
about?
in June.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
June. That's the summer. Alaska's beautiful in the
It is.
summer.
It's still
4
Alaska,
hour
my
days,
friend.
guys.
Solstice Music Festival. I think's what it is. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So you could go to ironhorsebluegrass.com.
.com.
Wow, I can't. I have them on the show and I screw up their website.
Yeah. There you go.
And hit me with the car. So ironhorsebluegrass.com is their website. You can also download their albums from there. They're also on Amazon. Are you guys on iTunes as well?
Yes.
Yes.
All of the major retailers carry our.
Excellent. And now we have a list for you guys. So, you know, we've got Def Leppard, Styx, Gin and Juice. Rush is on your list now. And who knows? Maybe even Nirvana.
Let's do it all.
Yeah.
That'll be
Nothing's off the table, believe me.
Excellent.
Everything's on the table.
You know, maybe we ought to just do a compilation of the greatest songs of each of those groups and then just call it the best of Iron Horse, Nirvana, Rush.
Call lawyer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for being on the show. I will actually send you guys this video, the entire interview, including the performances for YouTube.
Awesome.
So you'll have it and you can share it with your YouTube channel if you'd like. Believe me, I have no problems with that at all. And guys, thank you very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sully.
Our pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Horse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
Thanks
was
for having
fun.
us.
Guys, thank you very much, and we will definitely keep in touch with you.
Do that.
I appreciate it, and thank you again.
Thanks, Sully.
Have a great one.
Good luck,
You did the
guys.
same.
Bye.
Those guys were awesome.
Yeah,
That
they
was
were.
impressive.
They were awesome.
Did we lose Punchy, by the way?
Yes, we did. We did lose Punchy
I was like-
he's got stuff to do for the car and everything.
Ah.
Wow, go to ironhorsebluegrass.com. Those guys are amazing. I can't wait to have them back on the show.
I wonder.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this week's segment from The Sully Show live Sundays noon to 2 on morelikeradio.com. I want to thank special guest Iron Horse for being on the show, as well as tell you to check out their YouTube channel by just clicking their little videos right over here so you can subscribe to them and check them out. They'll have lots of cool new stuff coming out for you throughout the future. Don't forget to check out More Like Radio's YouTube channel, as well as their Facebook and their Twitter. And don't forget to check our Facebook and Twitter and click the subscribe link right below. You can also download the entire interview as well as the show at tinyurl.com/The Sully Show Podcast. We want to thank everybody for checking us out. Share this video, please. We'd love to have more friends. And of course, as always, we'll see you next time.